Okay, everyone, welcome to my huge giveaway. I'm going to give away $20 worth of Amazon gift cards today, and all you have to do is put up with my annoying voice for a little bit and my annoying likeness. We're doing this as an Ask Me Anything. If you want to know what the rules are, well, it says it right on the tin.
And welcome back to the heart of the stories we tell. I'm Rob, the host, and this is another look deep into what makes a story, a theory on storytelling by a storyteller who believes that every story has merit. And tonight's episode is...
I'm both relieved and saddened that I only have a handful of questions asked. Why? Well, because part of me didn't want to have to say, oh, I can't answer every question. And part of me also sits there and goes, well, maybe the fact that 4 questions and one was from my sister means people don't really care about this that much. But I understand what the real reason you're here is. You want to know what the rules for the giveaway are. Well, I'm going to go over that again real quick. All you need to do is be a subscriber and make a comment below this video. We're going to do this again because I bought $30 worth of Amazon gift cards and I'm only giving away 20 today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose someone at random. I'm going to have a random number generator online pull it up for me based on the comments. But again, got to be a subscriber. And then I will post another very short video saying who the winner is and they can contact me on the back half of my channel. Now, I hear people say that sort of thing all the time, so I bet some of you out there are thinking the same thing I am. What's the back half of your channel? All right, well, if you go to my About page, you will see Send a Message. And if you send me a message, I can reply to it. So, by sending me a message, you more or less are giving me permission to send you one. Now, yes, you might have sent a message on yours, but not everyone does. So, what does that mean? It means I'm going to give you the number for an Amazon gift card or two. Now, as we've been going through this, I again am overjoyed at the fact that we are at 100 subscribers, 105 as of the recording of this. My inspirations and my heroes are so important to me, and I just wanted to give a shout out to all of them. Plus, I just want to give a quick explanation of what we do here. I review stories as they come up, movies, TV shows, books, comics, and then I do theory videos every Sunday and Throwback Thursdays every Thursday. If that sounds interesting, click subscribe and help me walk through the heart of all of the stories we tell. But the last thing I want to do is be accused of being clickbaity. So let's jump right in, and you can ask me the questions that you have, and I'll tell you if I want to answer them or not. And we're going to start with a nice young woman named Donna. Donna asks, if I could have any comic book character have their own TV show, who would it be? That's a hard question. I've been thinking about this all week. This was the first question I got, and I have like 100 answers. I could be like, oh, I could break that down into what Marvel superhero, what DC superhero, what non DC or Marvel superhero, and it still feels like I'd be cheating the question. So you know what? I am going to cheat a little. I'm going to say which one I wish, even though I don't think it will ever happen. And then I'll say a realistic one. So first, I'm going to go with what I wish. The greatest hero you've never heard of, Booster Gold. He's a personal favorite of mine, and they've talked about giving him a TV show or movie a couple times, but I just don't see it happening. In his most recent incarnation, they focus on the time travel a lot, but in general, his story is a pretty simple one. He's a normal, everyday guy who wants to help, but he wants to get paid when he gets helped. Because you see, he has this little thing about he likes being liked, and he likes getting money, and he likes getting paid. So Booster Gold is a hero for hire that literally used to do endorsements and commercials, and was a hysterical member of the Justice League. But I don't think we're going to get that. So realistically, since we already have him on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'd like to see Ghost Rider get his own Netflix series. I would love to see a 10-episode arc where they do the Ghost Rider. And they could do all sorts of things. In fact, I want the Midnight Suns. I want the Acts of Vengeance. I want all of it. And I want there to be a Johnny Blaze. I almost guarantee you that they could get Nick Cage to do a cameo just because he likes the character that much. So I would really like to see Booster Gold, but I don't see it happening. But realistically, a Ghost Rider Netflix series should definitely get made. What do you guys think? I ask you that all the time, and then I put that thing where I go, oh, down in the comments, let me know. But seriously, since you're going to be commenting anyway in order to qualify for the Amazon gift cards, what superhero movie would you like to see? I know my friend Curter, he said Moon Knight. Question number 2 comes from my sister, actually. That's Katie. She asks me if Lily, that's her daughter, my niece, was my 100th subscriber, because that would be cool. Now, I don't always get the names of everyone that subscribes, only people who have it enabled to let me see that. But I did see when Lily subscribed to me, and she was my 101st subscriber. Still cool. I think that the beginning of my next big burst of subscriptions is just as cool as hitting me to the 100 mark. Now, Lily is 9 years old, a cheerleader that's already won national awards for being an awesome cheerleader, and a comic book fan, and goes with me to see some of these movies. So maybe we'll talk with her at some point about these. But just in general, family's a big deal to me. I'm very close to my sister, my niece, my nephew, my aunts, my uncle, my grandmother who's still alive. So that's cool that my 9-year-old niece got to put me just over the top. And my next question comes from Tabitha Young. I think we've spoken before, Tabitha. And you want to know if I could write any of the shows that are on right now that I review, which one would it be? And you commented on my doggy. Here we go. You have no idea what it took to get Yugi. Come here. Come on. Look at the camera. Look at the camera, Yugi. This is why you never work with animals. He expects way too much pay. Alright, so you want to know what show I would write for. And first of all, any of them. Seriously, I want to be a writer, and writing for a TV, cartoon series, movie would be awesome. Although I do have my own novels I want to put out. But if I had to choose one, I think I would want to write Voltron Legendary Defender. It's actually coming back right now, and it's a really awesome show that's already got all the base points plotted out, but needs those details to be... You're getting down, aren't you? You've decided you don't want to be a movie star? Okay. No, you've just decided you want to block the camera. Okay. Goodbye, Yug. So my answer for this is Voltron, Legendary Defender. But you guys have seen a couple of my pitches, and you've heard me talk about stories before. What story do you think I'd be excellent for? Let me know down in the comment section. And up next, we have from Generic Phoenix. Have you ever considered going to get a degree in English or film studies? Yes. Obviously, there's more to it than that. When I first was in college, it was in the year 2000, and I wanted to be an English major. I wanted to be a writer back then, even though that was just a pipe dream. I had never successfully written anything longer than a little essay for a school newspaper. But I also thought, I don't need school. I'm going to go out. I'm going to hang out with my friends. There was this girl I was trying to impress. And then I said, you know what? I'll just go make money, and then who cares? So I'll just get a job. Yeah, that was 21-year-old stupid Rob, that if Rob could go back in time, he'd beat up and be like, no, go back to school. Finish school, moron. But I didn't. Now, admittedly, that money was needed for some family stuff, so things just haven't worked out. I've gone back twice since. The first time was completely on my own. I went back, I took 2 classes, a psychology and a creative writing course, and I said this was going to be the beginning of me going back to school and me working, and the job I was working at the time ended. And so I then had to decide, do I put myself in extreme debt, borrowing money, and go full-time, and maybe not be able to afford my bills, including my house? Or do I just go and get another job and then focus everything I have on trying my best to make money, and then I'll go back later? The second time I was going to go back, I took, I want to say 4 courses. And they were almost all either literature courses or psychology courses, because those are my favorite. and that was part of a Connecticut program they had that says go back to get ahead. And it was actually pretty cool. You pay for 2 classes and they pay for 2 classes, so you get 4 classes for the price of 2. That sounded perfect. At the time I was working a temp job, and I was working about 45 hours a week, and I was going to class. I did 2 the first semester that I went, and then 2 the second semester that I went. And then that temporary job that was supposed to go permanent, that's a going thing with temp jobs, just kind of poofed. The contract was canceled with the company that I worked for, and I had to decide pretty quickly. Do I pay a couple $1,000s to go to school and try to get another job? And if you notice, I have this problem. I can't just go back full time. Now, I have a friend that is, and he's doing it. I mean, congratulations, Kurt. You're obviously doing this way better than I am, because you've managed to, with just some student loans, which I don't know how you're going to pay off because I never could figure that out, go back and you're going to get a degree, and hopefully that's going to help you. But my friend Kurt's already got a leg up on me. He actually already edits for a company, Crossroad Press. I actually advertised his book in a video a while ago. Maybe I'll advertise that again one of these days, because why not? In general, I think that my career path right now can't include school until I get a permanent fixed income, a permanent, well, I guess nothing's permanent, every job can end, right? But I need something stable. Until I get something stable, I can't risk putting myself into debt. And actually, 2 years ago when I started this, part of my hope was that this would catch on and go huge, and then I would be able to focus on this, my writing, and go back to school. Since just about 2 years later, we're talking about my first 100 subscriptions. Obviously, that didn't work out the way it was planned. But that's okay, because I love you guys, and thank you for asking me these questions. This was a lot of fun, and I'd love to do it again. I'm still doing some reevaluating here, as I'm trying to figure out what types of things you like best. Like I said before, it seems to me so far like your big wants are reviews, TV shows, movies, books, and these theory videos only, and of course, for some reason, me singing. Yeah, you're all sick. But in order to enroll in this contest, I need you to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. If you want, leave a comment as to what way you'd like to see this channel go, or what you'd like to see coming up next, or answer one of the questions that I just answered, because Lord knows I just actually had a lot of fun doing it. But if you could also like and share this video, help me build up for the next big boost of subscribers. And of course, even if you aren't interested in it, come on, subscribe. We're going to have fun. We're going to examine what it means to be a storyteller, and how we tell stories, and why we tell stories. And most importantly, we're going to try to get a look inside why it is and how it is, so that we can get to the heart of the stories we tell. And a big special thank you to Di, who has been my #1 fan and supporter, and a big thank you to Kaya, who helped me get my word out there for this. For now, I hope everyone has a good night, and I'll see you next week.